Hey everyone, Namaste. I am none other than Anupam Goswami, a very passionate international student who is applying to the United States of America. If you're applying to colleges and you find the process very daunting, don't worry, you're in the right place. As an international student, when I was applying, I couldn't get any YouTube videos that I could really connect. As a result, I planned to prepare a whole college application series. But at initial time, I had planned to prepare just one video and adjust all the elements that you require in just a single video. But more than adjusting, I planned to give you all the things that I couldn't get. As a result, this college application series came out. Before I had clicked 1 hour long video, but I planned to divide that 1 hour long video into 4 parts of each of 15 to 18 minutes. This is the second part. In the first part, I had explained about what is Common App, how your process as an international student is different, how to select university and divide them into 3 portions, that is Save, Dream and Reach. And with that all elements in the first video, in the second video, I am planning to tell you about all the application deadlines, that is what is fall semester, what is spring semester, what is essay, what is SAT, and what is ED, what is RD, what is rolling admission, all the deadlines that you require. Because without knowing when to apply, when to start your application, by what time you should finish your SAT, English proficiency test, you can't really start your application process, right? So this is the second part that I have uploaded in the YouTube video. And in this part, just follow me throughout the video and I know you will give me blessings throughout the video, because I have made this a detailed explanation of anything and everything that you require before applying to the United States of America. And let's begin with the timeline. What I really mean by timeline is by when you should apply to the university. There are generally 2 application cycles for America. One is fall semester, second is spring semester. Fall semester generally begins in the late August and spring semester generally begins at mid-January. So, if you are planning to attend a universities at fall, that is August of 2026, then you should apply a year ahead. That's how application works. The deadline for a universities is a complete year earlier. If you are applying to spring semester that begins from January, you should apply just 2 to 3 months earlier. That is, if you are applying to 2026 January, then you should apply by 2025 September to December. That is your decision will come way earlier than fall. But why it is like that? Why spring semester is different from fall? Spring semester is generally different from fall because we have heard that at spring semester we don't receive much scholarships. Yes, that is true. But as an international student, I don't recommend spring semester. Why? When we missed our chance to go to attend colleges for fall, that is August, then we have the second chance, that is to apply by starting of August to end of November to attend class at January. So what we need to understand is spring semester is just a second chance, but our main priority should be fall August. But in Nepal, us as a Nepali student, what we do is, okay, spring semester is generally ahead than fall semester. No, it is not like that. Our exam has just ended at June. So our deadline for August is completely missed. Now what we have? We have the opportunity to apply for the spring. No, spring is just the second chance for applying for the replacement of fall. But we have limited amount of time. We have limited amount of opportunities for spring. So I generally don't vouch for spring semester. Now we have understand what is fall semester, what is spring semester. Now we need to understand the branches of fall semester too. There are several deadlines by which we can apply within August to January. And that cycle is divided into specially three branches. That is early action, early decision, and regular decision.
Okay, you have to initiate your process of application of fall semester from late August. I mean, you have to start filling in your every details in Common App from that time and submit it within November, mid-January of 2024 for attending class at 2025 fall. That is August. So you have to write essays, give SAT examinations and English proficiency within that time. But when you go to Common App, you find 4 kinds of admission cycle under fall. 1 early decision, early action, regular decision, and rolling admission. So what I mean by 4 kinds of admission cycle is your time to apply for 2025 fall begins from 2024 August and ends at mid-January or early February. And the time between 2024 August and 2025 Feb is divided into 4 cycles. 1 early action, 2 early decision, 3 regular decision, 4 rolling admission. The time between applying from August to early November is called early action and early decision. By name, early action. Your action should be early or early decision. You will hear decision from college early, and your application also should be sent way earlier. What is early action? Being precise, college give you an option to apply early. Colleges use early action to attract high-achieving students who are likely to be successful at their institution. By offering an early application option, colleges can identify and admit top candidates before other universities. You should apply by November 1st of 2024 under early action. And main adnache is you will receive decision very early than other cycles. You'll receive decision from mid-December to late January, which is pretty early in comparison to regular decision, early action, and early decision sound similar. But what is the main difference? Now you know how early action is different from early decision. Let's know what is regular decision. When you have only one choice to apply colleges for Ed 1, one choice to Ed 2, then you can apply to rest of the colleges under regular decision. Basically, you have the choice to apply a bit late if you got rejected from your early decision colleges, or could apply due to time issues. The deadline for regular decision is generally January 1st to January 15th of most of the colleges, which means you can apply to colleges late until January 15th. But you will be receiving decision from colleges late. That is, you will be receiving decision by starting of April, which is very late for international students. So what is rolling admission? We found that RD, Ed, EA all had a precise deadline, but unlike these, rolling admission does not have a strict deadline. If the college has rolling admission policy, then the college will say you can apply between October to late February. Then we can apply between that time without being strict to deadline. But what's so special about it is if we apply early, we will receive decision early and apply late and receive decision late. But more colleges which has rolling admission will have higher acceptance rate.
Before understanding what is the difference between early action and early decision, let's know what is early decision. Early decision is same like early action. You apply way earlier. That is by the end of September or by the beginning of November. The deadline of maximum universities for early decision will be November 1. But early decision is divided into 2 sub-branches. Early decision 1 and early decision 2. As I said earlier, when we missed fall semester, then we have the second chance of applying to spring semester. Same like that. When we missed this deadline for early decision 1, we have the opportunity to apply for early decision 2 as well. But it is not like that for only. What early decision really means is you apply way earlier, but you tell your universities that if I apply early decision at this universities, then this university is my first priority. What that means is you can apply only one college for your early decision 1 deadline. And when you apply by early decision 1 cycle, then you tell university, okay, I have applied to this university under early decision 1. That means this university is my first priority, and if I become selected at these universities, no matter which universities I will be selected, I will not go. I will commit to this university, and this is what called binding policy. And this is what early decision is different from early action. Early decision generally is a binding decision. If you get accepted to the college, then you must attend to that. And when we saw at the Common App too, there was early decision 1, early decision 2, early action, regular decision. So I hope you understand what early decision means. Early decision is generally a binding decision. You apply to the university way earlier and tell the university, if I apply to this university and if I get accepted to this, I will commit to this university, no matter what. So early decision 1 means you apply by November 1 for maximum universities. Now what is early decision 2? For example, if you get rejected by your first priority, you have the second chance too. And that is what early decision 2 means. Early decision 2 generally means, okay university, this was not my first priority, or I missed the deadline of early decision 1. Now this is my second priority. I was rejected from early decision 1. Now I will apply to this university as my second priority. But how is early decision 2 different from early decision 1? Early decision 2 is a bit tougher than early decision 1. Why? Because when students get rejected by early decision 1 from top universities, what they do? They generally apply to universities that are a bit lower than those top universities. Then a small group of heavily talented, dense students get into a cycle called early decision 2. And generally, universities select low amount of students from early decision 2. So while selecting university, you must keep in that mind that your early decision 1 is very important, because what we have seen as a trend is international students have a much more acceptance rate in early decision 1 of highly ranked colleges. Why? Because universities generally select us if we show more commitment. So we international students should heavily target early decision 1 and should wisely select universities by keeping in our mind that early decision 1 is very important.
Now, the main difference between early decision and early action is early decision is a binding process. If you get accepted to one college under early decision, then you have to attend the university no matter what. But under early action policy, even if you get accepted to university, you won't have to commit to that university. In other words, it is not a binding process. So you can apply to more than one college under early action policy. Regular decision is also non-binding process. So only ED is a binding process.